Shanti. Om Shanti. Welcome everyone. So first of all, Tamil translation, okay? FM set 106. Tamil translation கேக்குறோங்க. Translation போட்டுக்கங்க 106. And then kindly switch off or silent your phone before we start our program. Translation கிடைக்குதா? Okay, so warm welcome to our respected Meera Didi, Sister Sona, Brother Pure, and all our senior brothers and sisters, and also everyone who have come here for our part 2 Asian retreat with the title Power of Sakash, Experiment in Silence. Okay, so we are actually very fortunate that we have a very experienced senior sister, Sister Sona, all the way from Abu Dhabi to spend time with us in this retreat. So we hope all of us will take full benefit from her presence here. And to start our retreat, we would like to welcome the retreat coordinator, main coordinator, our senior brother, Brother Peru, to deliver a welcome speech.
Om Shanti. How are you? Fine, huh? So, as the MC, Sister Sharmila announced, this is our part 2 of the 32nd Asian retreat. This is quite a long time, 32 years already, ever since we started the Asian retreat. Anybody remember the first Asian retreat? The first Asian retreat was held in International Youth Center, those days. But then for the convenience of us, now we have our own place here, Asia Retreat Center, but we can't accommodate all of us. So for that reason, we have broken up according to regions. So Sister Sona, who is our resource person for this year's Asian retreat for part 1 and part 2, is no stranger to here. She has been here. This is her third trip, here, And for those who do not know, she used to spend her time in Australia, the Blue Mountains and so on. And later on, service took her to Middle East. In Middle East, and there also she is doing Baba's service. Baba's service can be, or Baba can be packaged in various ways, So we have the Western crowd in Australia. When you go to the Middle East, you have a much more mixed crowd, Muslim crowds also. So accordingly, they have to package Baba, so that we can sell Baba to others, introduce Baba to others. Is it like that? And that's an art, we have to learn also, isn't it? So they have like an inner space there, meditation, like a meditation shop, You can go there for meditation and learn Baba's knowledge in a very much more incognito way. So she came here on the 23rd, last Friday. She came also not direct to Kuala Lumpur. She came via the source, from Johor Bahru. She came in here. We had the first part of the Asian retreat, the same team. And then after that, Malaysians are popular in keeping anybody who comes here busy, So we make her go to every place. So she went to various centers for morning murlis, and also she went to the evening talks and so on to various places, including we sent her to Ipoh. So yesterday she went to Ipoh, and today she came back from Ipoh. So it's quite a bit, I'm sure, Almost every day moving around, So we are popular, Malaysians are popular for that. And now we are here, for the part 2, and you are here, So the part 1, we have more of Perak, East Malaysia, and Negeri Sembilan. And this time we are having it Klang Valley. Basically, the state of Selangor, the province, which is Wilayah Persekutuan for us, the federal capital territory, and then we also have some from eastern side, east coast of Peninsular Malaysia, Kedah, Kelantan, no? No, we have Terengganu there, so we have representative from Kelantan also, and we are expecting some from Terengganu also. That's a new area for us, no? We're going to work on that. So they are here, you are here now. Now, we are expecting you to take benefit from this retreat. So for that, as the MC announced, no, you have to off your handphone. Probably the less of it is better. And then be focused, because the topic is meditations. No? And this is what Baba has been highlighting lately. If you want to transform, it's yoga. No? And we will be covering meditation, Sakash, and various names, no, given to the need of the remembrance of Baba. No? So here, after going through the first part, Sister Sona is now ready for the part 2, and I'm sure, no, it's much more different from the first part. No? So you are very lucky, no, first part, and then she will build on top of that, is it, for the part 2. Is it? So all of us are gathered today to hear some of the wisdom she have gathered over the time, and also some of the experiments, yoga practices, reflection, and also the power of gatherings. You'll definitely take a lot of benefit from this retreat. Okay, so for Sister Sona's present, we appreciate her time, because it is not easy for Brahmin time, no? She had to spend her time there. She came last weekend, and this weekend she is with us, no? And then on Sunday evening she have to fly off, no? So it's quite a compact for her, and her time, our time, Baba's time, no? So have to be used in a worthwhile way. Okay, so with this we welcome Sister Sona for the 32nd Asian Retreat, Part 2. Shantista.
So we thank Perubai. As in our Brahmin culture, we normally welcome our guests by honoring them with some decorations and ornaments. So even though there might be some other honoring done elsewhere, but for our part 2, we would like to officially honor Sister Sona. So for that, on behalf of all of us, a few representatives will be honoring Sister. So all of us in Baba's remembrance will send good vibration and enjoy the honoring session. So for that, we have few ornaments. So we would like to call upon our senior Sister Kamala from Klang 1, Sister Pushpa from ARC, Sister Jyoti from Klang 2, Sister Padma from Bangsa, Sister Rajesh from Klang 1, to honor Sister Sona. Thank you to the sisters. So the tilak symbolizes soul consciousness, spirituality. Angel shawl represent lightness and angelic stage. The scarf or the white shawl represents self-sovereignty, garland of virtues, crown of world responsibility, crown of light. So we officially welcome Sister Sona for the retreat. Okay, so next. Okay, to entertain all of us, since this is a welcome program, we have a few performances.
हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करे, दूसरों की जैसे पे खुद को जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करे, दूसरों की जैसे पहले खुद को जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति दे। भेदभाव अपने दिल से साफ कर सके, भेदभाव अपने दिल से साफ कर सके, दोस्तों से भूल हो तो माफ कर सके, झूठ से बचे रहे, सच का दम भरे, झूठ से बचे रहे, सच का दम भरे, दूसरों की जैसे पहले खुद को जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति देना। मुश्किलें पड़े तो हम पे इतना कर्म मुश्किलें पड़े तो हम पे इतना कर्म कर, साथ दे तो धर्म का, चले तो धर्म पर, बेहौसला रहे, बदी से ना डरे, खुद पे हौसला रहे, बदी से ना डरे, दूसरों की जैसे पहले खुद को जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति देना। शांति।
时光缓缓流淌，流进了月色中微微荡漾，弹一首小河淡淡的香，美丽的轻音就落在我身旁，萤火虫点亮夜的星光，谁为我添一件梦的衣裳，推开那扇心窗，远远的望，谁采下那一朵昨日的忧伤？我像只鱼儿在你的荷塘，只为和你守候那皎白月光。又过了四季，荷花依然香，当你宛在水中央。
那时年轻的你和你水中的模样，依然不变的仰望满天迷人的星光。谁能走进你的心房，采下一朵莲？是那夜的芬芳，还是你的发香？荷塘呀荷塘，你慢慢慢慢长流，月光呀月光，你慢慢慢慢停留，鱼儿呀鱼儿，你慢慢慢慢游游，淡淡的淡淡的淡淡的月光。
我像只鱼儿在你的荷塘，只为和你守候那皎白月光。又过了四季，荷花依然香，等你宛在水中央。我像只鱼儿在你的荷塘，只为和你守候那皎白月光。又过了四季，荷花依然香，等你宛在水中央，等你宛在水中央。
सतगुरु प्यारा हुण बल्ले बल्ले मिलिया सतगुरु प्यारा हुण बल्ले बल्ले जग दा तारन हारा जग दा तारन हारा हुण बल्ले सतगुर प्यारा हुण बल्ले बल्ले मिलिया सतगुर प्यारा हुण बल्ले 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 सारी दुनिया कर दी सिफ्ता कर दी चोलियां पर दी सिफ्ता सारी दुनिया कर दी सिफ्ता कर दी चोलियां पर दी सबना देओ परे पंडारे सबना देओ परे पंडारे सबदा पालन हारा हुण बल्ले बल्ले मिलिया सतगुर मिलिया सतगुर प्यारा हुण बल्ले बल्ले मिलिया सतगुर प्यारा हुण बल्ले बल्ले धुप हनेरा ओस लकोया मिट्टी धुंध जग चानन होया धुप हनेरा ओस लकोया मिट्टी धुंध जग चानन होया सुख कनेरे बख्शे उसने सुख कनेरे बख्शे उसने दुख भंजन कर तारा हुण बल्ले 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 मिलिया सतगुर मिलिया सतगुर मिलिया सतगुर प्यारा हुण बल्ले बल्ले
Om Shanti. Thank you for that beautiful welcome, very warm, very happy welcome. And in return, I'd like to welcome all of you to this wonderful retreat. I've met many of you. I recognize the faces over the last 5 days, and of course, some who I've not yet met. So all I can say from the last 1 week is marvelous Malaysia. Really. You are most definitely Baba's chosen children in Asia. Very powerful, very pure, very pakka. So the topic today is about Sakash. The power of Sakash. And before we even reach the Brahmin context, we all know Prakash. Prakash means light. God is Prakash. So Sakash in the Lokik world means with light. Illuminescent. And another meaning in the world is to manifest. Because where there is light, there is manifestation. There's something new. But for us in Baba's world, of course, nothing can happen without our connection with Baba. So I would say that Sakash for us is uninterrupted, pure radiance of the soul connected with God. Uninterrupted flow of pure light from me by virtue of my connection with Baba. It is the highest form of service, the purest form of service. And of course, we all know Baba says very often in the Murli, give good wishes, give pure feelings. And maybe that is a build-up towards reaching a place of Prakash, Sakash, because giving and exchanging of good wishes is something that we do on a day-to-day level with those who are around us. Sometimes Baba even says, give good wishes to who? Those who are your enemies, those who you don't like. So giving and taking of energy on this level, good energy, is a practice that we need to do every day. Sometimes Baba even says, give blessings. Now, blessings is different to Sakash. When you bless someone, you give them the strength that their life should be successful. Whether it's a project you are blessing or a person you are blessing, you take blessings and you give blessings between human beings. So, to be able to reach that higher level, the level of Sakash, there are some prerequisites. It's not happening on this level. It's happening on a much higher level. And I would say that the first prerequisite to be able to send Sakash is the purity within the soul. Of course, there are baby steps of purity. Our life, our lifestyle is based on purity. Purity is a methodology to actually lift me up and to elevate my consciousness. Why do we observe pure food? To the level that you observe pure food, so you are protecting yourself. You're lifting your consciousness and not being influenced by anything below. Why do we practice celibacy? Again, to protect the consciousness from going down into body consciousness. So everything that we do, all of our lifestyle, is actually to lift, elevate our consciousness from body, from roles, from labels, from everything that is connected on this earth, to something much purer, much higher. So I would say purity is connected with position. The higher my position, the closer I am to Baba. The purer the soul, the deeper will be the yoga I have. The deeper will be my resonance with Baba. You know, when two waves come together, they become one. But that can't happen unless we are vibrating on the same frequency. So Baba and me, Baba, God, and me in a position being God-like. Then there can be resonance. Resonance means that combined energy where I am equal to Baba. So the first prerequisite is such a high level of purity, completely protected from my body consciousness. The position next to Baba. So then there's a second prerequisite. You just don't give Sakash like that. You can't just say, okay, now I give Sakash. Huh? The second is power. You know, you can reach Baba for a second, for a minute. But even just to hold remembrance of Baba, we call it seed stage yoga, takes a lot of power. The intellect has to develop the power to stay there. And how do you measure the power of the intellect? The intellect is like a compass needle. Is it pointing to north or is it flickering? The intellect when it has power, can stabilize the mind, can stabilize itself in just one direction. Baba. A strong intellect means no distraction, no pull, no push. So you might think, yes, I have the purity to be with Baba, but do I have the power to hold my connection with Baba? And how do I do that? Every time we have yoga, the soul is being touched by God's energy, God's vibration. You don't attain power in a day. Think about weightlifters, people who practice. They build their muscles slowly, slowly. And as you build muscle, you build the power to control. So when the intellect becomes strong, the intellect gains controlling power. Control over what? Control over my sense organs, control over my subtle senses, control over my sanskaras. Sanskaras means my entire subconscious mind, all the pre-recorded program. I gain power over that. I gain victory over that. So in the song that the sister sang, Humko man ki shakti dena, God give me my mind the power to win over myself. What does it mean? The intellect has so much power that it can combine with the mind. The mind is not running here and there. Why? Because the subconscious mind, the sanskaras that affect the mind, they have been controlled. So the intellect, a powerful intellect, is a second prerequisite to being able to give Sakash. So now the third thing, the third prerequisite to give Sakash is what I would call my personality. Personality means how much have I been able to shift, to change myself? How much have I been able to cleanse the old personality? Not just the sanskars that we know, but the deep impressions in the subconscious mind. Dadi Janki used to use this word a lot, no? The chit. It's like the memory track. So as we go along in our journey through the cycle, the soul accumulates memories. The soul has experiences. Some of you may have heard me in the last week saying it's like a car going on a journey, and the car gets scratched. Sometimes the car gets dented. Sometimes below the car also, no? There are some, what can you call them? Dents, injuries to the car. In the same way, the soul has been going on this journey where many dents, many impressions have been made on the soul. From those impressions, usually connected to the soul being empty, the soul not having its power, and from a place of emptiness I create a personality based on fear, based on rejection, based on resentment, all these negative, deep qualities. And from there comes a whole tree of my sanskars, my body-conscious sanskars, which I see. But our work as Brahmins really is to create a personality which is pure, which is based on a word that I like to use a lot, fullness. You know, Bharat, the word Bharat, comes from Bharawa, full. To create a full world, a world of abundance, I need to create an inner world of abundance here. When the soul is full of its virtues, we call the soul 16 celestial degrees complete, shining like a full moon. My personality so clean that it cannot be affected by all the impressions of my past 63 births. So not only do the superficial sanskars change, but the soul is so full that I can't be affected and influenced, either by an external situation or by being triggered by my own inner stuff, my own inner residue of impurity. What happens is if I don't have this pure personality, even though I try to have Sakash, I try to connect with Baba on that high level, disturbance is still there in the soul. And this disturbance pulls my consciousness down. So such a virtuous, clean personality is necessary. The fourth, I really can't create a program for Sakash until I have a purpose. Why would we have Sakash? And if you think about the creation of the Confluence Age, the creation of the Brahmin family, if you think about our entire new life, it's not just for us. What is Baba's task? In one word, we say Baba's task is purification. But actually, the purpose of our entire life is to renovate the world, is to renew the world, is to reset the world. So unless my energy, my vibration holds this purpose like Baba does, in an unlimited way, it's not Sakash. You know, you can give Sakash to Malaysia, you can give Sakash to ARC, you can give Sakash to a part of the world. Sakash is more than that. Sakash has no boundaries. Sakash has no limits. Why? Because I, the soul, hold that unlimited perspective on the world. The whole world is my responsibility. On a physical level, there's only so much I can do. On a physical level, we all have our little task that we do for Baba. It's our finger of cooperation. But on the unlimited plane, it's an equal playing field. We can all reach a place where I'm not limited at all in the light that I send out, in what I manifest in this world. I'm not trying to manifest only a little bit of heaven. No? Are we only trying to manifest heaven in Bharat? No. Even when Bharat becomes heaven, the rest of the world will be just as pure. The water is pure, earth is pure, air is pure, everything is pure. There's not a little tiny, grain, atom of impurity. So to reach a place where I am so selfless, to help Baba's task on that high level, I need to be selfless within. Baba uses this term, very beautiful term in the Murli, Ichcha Matram Avidya. not even to have the slightest trace of knowing what a desire is. The soul's personality has to be so full that I need nothing, I want nothing, I expect nothing, so that whatever I do carries selflessness and only selflessness. I do nothing for a reward because I don't need the reward. So this is possible only when Baba is my everything. Baba is my everyone. There is only one Baba and none other from whom I take. Then I can say I'm combined. I am worthy of being with that one. Then Baba and me combined have the ability to resonate together. The two waves come together and there is a tsunami up there. The tsunami of Sakash. A wave is a wave, right? A wave can be big, can be small. A tsunami is something else. And so we really need to focus on creating such a high consciousness, such freedom from everything old, and such power within the soul, so that I can actually connect with Baba and give Sakash. And the result of Sakash is that the whole world feels it. My Sakash is changing the entire world we live on. My Sakash is reaching everywhere. In fact, an angel doesn't belong anywhere, does it? Does an angel say, I belong here, I belong there, to this one, to that one? No. Yes, we remember the angel of mercy, the angel of this, the angel of that. But actually, when you reach that place, you are full. You are able to provide the souls who receive your Sakash with anything and everything they need. And I would say that reaching that place of giving Sakash is so important now if we want to help the drama move into that final stage, the final chapter, revelation of Baba through revelation of my own stage. So this entire retreat is going to be an opportunity for you to discover how you can reach that consciousness, but also how in silence you can deeply understand what is left within you that needs to be cleansed. We're taking up Sakash on the basis of inner silence. Silence meaning the stillness in the soul that comes from the soul being completely clean, completely pure. So are you ready to use this, what is it, not even 48 hours. From now it's just 1.5 days. To be able to create a Sakash house of this place, ARC. Internally we all become that, and collectively we uplift the world. And so on the basis of what I've said, I'd like you tomorrow to try to maintain silence as much as possible. See, when you're at home, when you're doing seva in your centers, it's really difficult to experiment with inner stillness and silence. We are naturally pulled into needing to think. needing to do. And it's important that we do it at that time. But for the next day and a half, can I invite you to really experiment, to be as quiet as you can inside. And maybe as a little beginning of our experiment, tomorrow after Amrit Vela, because usually we maintain silence anyway from 4 to 8, from Amrit Vela or whatever time you wake up until the end of Murli class. I would even say till the end of your breakfast. Every day should be silent time. Now during this retreat, you can choose to be silent for the next day and a half. But I'd like you to experiment after Amrit Vela. Can you? You want to try something new? You have an hour between 5 and 6. It's a very precious hour. If at Amrit Vela you have spent time with Baba, you have automatically uplifted your position, your level of purity, your consciousness very high. So between 5 and 5:15, I want you to stay in such a high place that you are next to God. Whatever you are doing at the time, having a cup of tea or just sitting quietly, I am positioned next to God. How pure am I? Experience it. What does it feel like? Okay? For the next 15 minutes, a different practice. How powerful is my intellect? In fact, you can even try for 15 minutes, connecting your intellect and holding it there. Experiment with your intellect being a muscle that can hold Baba without dropping him for a second. No thought, no distraction, no feelings, no memories, nothing. 15 minutes of absolute powerful connection. The intellect does not move. No wind can move the intellect, no waves can move the intellect, nothing. Just stillness. Then for the next 15 minutes, the practice of a pure personality. A personality that only holds goodness, virtue. Whoever you see, radiate that personality to them. Let them feel that you are a deity. Let them feel that you are so full, that you will only give. Somebody drops some tea, somebody bumps into you, you see someone doing something strange. Don't change. You stay in a position of being completely full, completely viceless. Just give. And the fourth? What was the fourth? Remember? Anyone? No? What was the fourth P? Your purpose. My purpose in this life is only to help my father, help Baba, to elevate the entire world. We don't belong to one city. We don't belong to one country. I don't belong to anything of the past. My purpose is to belong to this world and make the world belong to me. And how do I do that? Uplift. Uplift, empower. So make sure your Sakash reaches every corner of the world in an unlimited way. Possible? So we see what happens at 6 o'clock tomorrow, right? So just a short class tonight. And I would really like to thank from my heart our most powerful resource of Asia, of this whole part of the world. East of India, Baba's most senior, most yogi is dear Sister Meera Didi, who really, since 1968, has kept one focus and one Baba in her life, tirelessly serving. And really, I spent 14 years in Australia, and in my very early days, more than 30 years ago, Meera Ben created moments in my life, milestones that I'll never forget. So I have so much personally to thank her for, but I think we all should thank her for her tireless service in Malaysia and in bringing us all together. So with deep gratitude, please join me. And so we finish with a commentary, is that okay? So let's start to practice our Sakash right from now. So lock up everything. We don't need to think of anything, anyone. We are here in this bhatti, in a furnace. The bhatti is locked, closed, and for the next day and a half, let me really be with myself and with Baba. So in 1 second, bring yourself to your highest position. The position of complete purity. I am God-like. Feel yourself connected at that highest level with Baba, combined with the highest one. In fact, it's as though Baba and I are one. I feel him, he feels me. I need nothing else to fill my heart. I need no one else but you, Baba. I've let go of wanting or expecting. Because all my relationships are with you. All attainment of love and joy is from you. You will give me everything I need. I can let go of the entire world, and with power, with an inner strong intellect, I cling to you, only you. And together, we change the world. Our light spreads into the unlimited. Feel the combined light of you and Baba surrounding the world, touching every soul, filling nature with light. It's like we are beaming out this energy, this vibration that is uplifting and empowering all that exists. And now, even though I come back to the awareness of my body, I keep the line of my intellect completely connected with Baba. Om Shanti.